All right, so here we have experiment 4.1, diagonals, one of our early experiments. It's using music?
Yeah, I was trying to see how if people could listen to commands and also rhythmically respond to music.
Now, what's this command that they're getting? Are they aimlessly walking, or is
No,
there...
they're walking around X. This is part of their physical learning of the TERP game board. So I found that if people physically move throughout the colors and the symbols on the floor, that they're more likely to remember the color indicators, which are directions or destinations.
So they'll remember them better when more complex commands happen later. And this is all timed to the music?
Well, they're at certain times they're told to move to the music. So they've been given a stepping instruction, and then they've been given using hips and shoulders.
Are they given like a 1-2 at all?
No, not
Okay.
in this one. There I was trying to get the two diagonals to mesh together, which is a very difficult thing to do, and I did solve it much better later on. But here they didn't mesh through, they just sort of randomly walked in the diagonal.
Went through whatever hole that they saw. They didn't like wait for the person in front of them to go.
Exactly. Okay, now we're creating I'm creating an overall pattern where I'm trying to get them to come together, shoulder to shoulder, come forward, and then do a peel off as they're here. So they're peeling off towards a color. Now they've got it. They're getting the pattern happening.
So are there colors in the front as well?
Yeah, there are colors in the front. Here I was using just 4 colors and 1 symbol for center. See, now they're actually walking to the music. That's working. 2, 3, 4. Now, this was a really, really fun thing. This is the first time I did this, where you had one global instruction for the whole line, one side coming forward and the other side coming back, staying shoulder to shoulder, and the people in the middle stay in place and rotate to get that line moving.
Was that the first time you tried that?
That was the first time I tried that.
And it was successful?
It was successful. I was a little bit afraid it'd be too much information at once, but it was not at all. I really got it.
I noticed there's some trouble in some of the corners.
Yeah.
What instruction is what's happening there?
That was to walk around your partner.
And they were both getting that?
They were
so
both.
It meant they had to like
walk around
solve
each other. Yeah, they had to solve it, right. But it's interesting because they had done shoulder to shoulder, so as you saw when they were in the corner, they were doing shoulder to shoulder again because they had that remembrance in their mind. They're being told to use their shoulders or their arms. Once again, we try the meshing lines. This time it worked a little bit better, but not quite. As you see, that
he's very
didn't
tall.
quite work. He's very tall and he had a longer stride. Yeah. That time worked. Once they got going. Now we're trying this pattern, the peel off, to create this kind of hourglass.
This is similar to what happened before.
Yeah.
Is it because you're just...
Because I'm trying to see if they get it better second time around.
Is this something you do a lot in the
earlier
experiments?
ones? Yeah, or in the earlier ones.
You give them a second chance. So.
Yeah, right.
Do you find that people... Is it because like they recognize it and they're like, oh,
yeah,
we did this?
Well, you see how much more confident they are here, you know? So, I mean, these are people who've never done this before, so they don't... It's hard to, I think, at some points it's kind of hard to trust that there is a pattern going on. It takes a while.
Because there's lots of moments of randomness as well.
Yeah, there are moments of randomness.
So it's hard to tell when it's a pattern and when it's random.
Yeah. But I love these kinds of instructions because people follow in line beautifully. I remember the first time I did a figure 8 like this, I was blown away that it worked so well.